If you're thinking about buying the Redmi Watch 4, hold on for just a second, because what I'm about to reveal might change your mind. This smartwatch boasts a sleek 1.97 AMOLED display, a battery life that claims to last up to 20 days, and over 150 sports modes. Sounds impressive, right? But here's what surprised me. Despite all these shiny specs, the Redmi Watch 4 isn't the perfect gadget it's cracked up to be. In fact, it comes with some frustrating problems that could spoil your entire experience. So if you're looking for an honest review that cuts through the hype, stay with me because I'm digging deep into what you absolutely need to know before you buy. Ready to find out if this smartwatch truly lives up to the Xiaomi name, or if it's just another tech letdown? Let's jump in. First off, I want to say, this watch isn't all bad. The Redmi Watch 4 features a gorgeous, ultra-wide 1.97-inch AMOLED display with a crisp 390 x 450 pixel resolution running at a smooth 60 Hz. That means visuals are vibrant, colorful, and fluid. You'll appreciate how bright the screen gets, making it easy to read outdoors, even under direct sunlight. For the price point of just under $100, getting an AMOLED screen this size is actually pretty impressive and certainly one of the device's strong suits. Plus, it's super lightweight and comfortable to wear all day. So if you're somebody who values style and display quality without breaking the bank, this watch has your name on it. But before you get your shopping cart ready, let's peel back the layers. Despite the solid hardware, the Redmi Watch 4's software has some notable quirks. Xiaomi introduced their new HyperOS platform, which is supposed to make everything faster and smoother. And yes, the UI is clean and minimalistic, but it lacks polish. Many users have reported laggy response times, especially when switching between sports modes or loading health metrics. Imagine being mid-run, trying to check your heart rate, only to wait several seconds for the watch to catch up. It's like your smartwatch suddenly decided it's on vacation too. Not what I want from a device that's meant to be my fitness buddy. Speaking of fitness, the Redmi Watch 4 supports over 150 sports modes, which is fantastic if you're into variety. However, the actual tracking accuracy is where things get complicated. The built-in GPS, which Xiaomi proudly advertises as new and more accurate, sometimes lags behind or loses signal altogether, especially in areas with heavy tree coverage or tall buildings. This has caused discrepancies in distance and pace tracking. You'd expect GPS to be a no-brainer in 2024, but apparently, the Redmi Watch 4 still struggles to find its way. One user's run measured 2 kilometers less than their phone's GPS recorded, a pretty significant difference if you ask me. For runners or cyclists who rely on precise stats, that's a legitimate deal breaker. And if we're diving into health tracking, there are a few more headaches. Heart rate and blood oxygen measurements are included, but don't expect hospital-grade accuracy here. That goes without saying for most watches at this price. Still, the Redmi Watch 4 occasionally delivers erratic readings, swinging from normal to alarming in just minutes. You might even start questioning if your watch thinks you're running a marathon or just binge-watching Netflix. On that note, here's a joke for you. Why did the smartwatch go to therapy? Because it couldn't stop losing its pulse. Okay, back on track. Battery life at first glance is another big selling point. Xiaomi claims up to 20 days on a single charge, and honestly, that sounds like a dream come true. But in the real world, your mileage may vary, literally. If you're constantly using GPS, heart rate monitoring, and pushing notifications, expect that number to drop to closer to 7 to 10 days. Still solid for a smartwatch, but not quite the set-it-and-forget-it experience promised. For comparison, some competitors in this price range advertise 14 days of battery with similar usage, so the Redmi falls a bit short. Still, compared to premium watches that hibernate after a day or two, this is good enough for casual users. One more thing to note is the rotating crown feature. It's a neat addition that lets you scroll through menus and notifications without smudging the screen. It adds a bit of flair and practicality, especially if you're working out and don't want to fumble with tiny touch targets. But the crown can feel a little stiff at times, and I caught myself accidentally pushing it too hard. Reminded me of that time I tried to open a jar of pickles with the finesse of a sumo wrestler. Sometimes, less is more. Now, who exactly is the Redmi Watch 4 for? If you're a budget-conscious buyer seeking an attractive smartwatch with a big, bright display and extended battery life, it's worth considering. Or if you're a casual gym-goer who wants basic fitness tracking without splurging on high-end devices, this smartwatch could fit well on your wrist. However, if you're a serious fitness buff needing precise GPS and medical-grade sensors, or if you want a smartwatch with buttery-smooth software, this might leave you disappointed. Let's jump into user feedback because real opinions paint the full picture. The Redmi Watch 4 enjoys a 4.4 out of 5 rating on Amazon, which is solid yet not spectacular. Positive reviews praise the vibrant display, comfort, and battery life. People love how it looks and lasts, especially at this price. On the flip side, there are frequent complaints about inconsistent heart rate data, GPS inaccuracies, and sluggish software updates. Some users also mention the lack of deep integration with third-party apps like Spotify or Google Fit, limiting the smartwatch's usefulness outside Xiaomi's ecosystem. Imagine owning a smartphone that only plays one type of music, kind of like my DJ skills, only one genre, elevator music. I'm going to share a quick story from my own experience to give you a clearer sense of the Redmi Watch 4's real-life performance. About a week ago, I took it on a 5-mile run through my neighborhood, hoping to put its GPS and fitness tracking to the test. At the start, the connection nailed it quickly, which was promising. But halfway through, the GPS started to drift off. When I checked the stats after the run, the distance was 0.8 miles less than what my phone recorded, a sizable margin. Then, during cooldown, the heart rate monitor suddenly jumped to 180 BPM when I was resting on the couch. Definitely not a heart attack situation, just wonky sensors. It made me chuckle, but also reminded me not to rely solely on this watch for my health monitoring. Yet, despite these quirks, I appreciated the battery lasting well over a week, and the clear display making notifications easy to read, even while sweating buckets. Now I know what you're thinking. Does the Redmi Watch 4 really justify buying despite its flaws? And here's my take. This watch is a solid budget option if you primarily want style, battery life, and basic smart features without paying premium prices. Plus, the rotating crown and AMOLED make it stand out in a sea of generic fitness bands. However, if you want accuracy, reliability, and a smoother experience, it's worth shopping around for alternatives like the Amazfit GTS 4 or even older generation Garmin wearables that have earned a reputation for dependable tracking. After all, a smartwatch is meant to be your fitness companion, not a source of frustration. And if you want my final joke, why don't smartwatches ever get lost? Because they always find their way, with a little bit of GPS wizardry or GPS or just sheer luck. Alright, okay, last one. Before I wrap up, one last note. Prices on Amazon change quickly and deals can come and go. If you decide the Redmi Watch 4 fits your needs or you want to give it a shot, I've dropped the best price link in the description below. Make sure to check it out before it shifts because even a small discount could tip the balance. To sum up, the Redmi Watch 4 is a mixed bag. It offers a beautiful AMOLED display, comfortable design, long battery life, and tons of sports modes packed into a budget-friendly package. But it also carries notable downsides like inconsistent GPS, occasional heart rate inaccuracies, and buggy software that you need to be ready for. If you're hunting for a stylish, everyday smartwatch without demanding professional-level fitness tracking, it fits the bill. For the price, you'll be hard-pressed to find something else with this level of polish in the display and battery department. So, should you buy the Redmi Watch 4? If your expectations are realistic and you want an affordable smartwatch with great screen and solid standby time, then yes, it's a worthy pick. But if you need precision tracking and flawless performance, keep looking. At the end of the day, the Redmi Watch 4 shines as a budget-friendly option, delivering much more than you'd expect for just under $100. And with that, here's your chance to grab one through the link below before prices jump again. Thanks for watching. If you found this review helpful, hit like and subscribe for more honest tech breakdowns. Stay smart, stay active, and I'll see you in the next video.